The room still hums with your silence, like a trumpet crying low. Your coat still hanging by the doorway, like it's waiting for you to come home. I rehearse conversations with shadows, every word I swallowed down. All the love I folded neatly still lives in what I never found. I was taught to be strong, to be graceful, to smile when my heart was in doubt. So I learned how to love you politely and bury the truth underground. These are the things never said out loud. I loved you deeper than my pride allowed. I needed you more than I ever let show. Now you're gone and the silence knows. Every stay I was too afraid to shout. Yeah, this ache is the sound of things never said out loud. Your laugh still plays on the record that skips at the saddest part, like a jazz band breaking at midnight when the piano forgets its heart. I wore my pain like good perfume, soft enough not to offend. But love ain't meant to be whispered. When you're scared it might end. I thought love meant holding composure, keeping tears off the crowd. But grief taught me too late, baby. Some truths need to be loud. These are the things never said out loud. I love you deeper than my pride allowed. I needed you more than I ever let show. Now you're gone and the silence knows. Every stay I was too afraid to shout. Yeah, this ache is the sound of things never said out loud. If I'd known time was leaving early, I'd have kissed you slower, held you longer, told you I was scared, not of loving you, but of losing you. Funny how courage shows up after goodbye. These are the things never said out loud. How you were home when the world shut down. If love's a language I failed somehow, now I speak it to empty rooms and clouds. Every prayer I was too afraid to sound now sings in my wounds. Things never said out loud. So if heaven has late night music and you hear a broken vow, know every note I'm is love I couldn't say out loud. The room still smells like yesterday. Your coat still hangs like you'll be home. I trace the cracks you left in me and pour another truth alone. The clock don't tick, it hesitates like it's afraid to move on too. Every sound just says your name, even silence sounds like you. I held my breath, I bent my spine. I called it love, you called it time. So here's my velvet goodbye, soft as the lies we were. With grace, not war. You loved me best in borrowed ways, half a heart, half a stay. You kept me warm with almost till I forgot what real feels like, babe. I learned your moods like melodies, minor keys unresolved. I sang along soft but final to the core. I watch the seasons change your face, felt the echoes of your name. I walked through silence, learned your pace, through the ruins and the flame. The nights were long, the streets were bare. I carried whispers you forgot. But even when I called despair, hope lingered in the dark. I won't pretend I'm unafraid of what you were, what you made. If love comes back around, tell it stay this time. I used to crumble in your storm and drown in memories of old, but now I bend, I've learned to form a heart that's stronger, yet still bold. I kept the pieces you discarded, glued them gently, let them shine. The shadows of you once haunted, now they whisper, you're fine. I've learned to speak without the pain, to love again without the chains. If love comes back around, tell it I've changed my mind, a little less tethered now, a little more aligned. I won't plead, I won't pray, I'll just be here. If love comes back around, I'll hold it near. Maybe it's not too late, maybe the stars still wait, maybe the past is just a place we learn to navigate. I've been quiet, I've been lost, I've been scared of what it costs. But if love comes back to me, I'll know exactly who I want to be. If love comes back around, I'll greet it tenderly. A heart once bruised but now unbound, I'll let it stay with me. I'll be ready, I'll be found. A haze leans heavy on the table. Your glass sweats time into your hand. We speak in circles thin and fragile, like truth is something we've both banned. Your shadow stretches toward the exit. Mine pretends it hasn't seen. Space between us learns our language before we ever say a thing. Every breath becomes a question neither of us dares to ask. We don't reach, but something trembles when your eyes forget to lie. To breathe like you. You say my name like it's unfinished, like there's more you meant to me. I hear tomorrow in your pauses, and yesterday in how you leave. I trace the outline of your absence while you're sitting next to me. We keep our hearts in separate rooms, still listen through the walls to every unsaid thing until it almost feels like love. We don't touch, but there's a memory in the air we both inhale. We don't run, but we are standing on a platform bound to fail. Tell me why the silence says what we refuse to do. There's smoke between us, curling into something true. Maybe endings don't announce themselves. Maybe they just dim the room. Maybe love is what's still glowing when no one strikes the tune. I'd follow you into a sentence if you'd finish even one, but you speak in open endings, and I'm tired of becoming numb. We don't reach, but I feel you every time the lights go low. We don't stay, but we linger. is true. So let it rise or let it clear, I can't live half seen. I won't choke on almost love or breathe in between. There's smoke between us. Say nothing or say it clean. Still hums with yesterday, like we were something worth an encore. Your laughter lingers in the walls, but it don't live here anymore. The chairs are stacked, the lights are low, the stage is bare, the night has moved. We played our parts, we took our bows and left before the truth came through. I stayed behind to hear late echo once, then fade away. I stayed too long after the applause, waiting for you to return. But love don't bow and it don't pause. It exits when it's learned. The crowd goes home, the music stops, the curtains start to close, and I'm standing here after the applause, with nowhere left to go. You loved me best when eyes were on us, when the moment felt divine. But when the silence asked for honesty, you ran out of your lines. I held the ending in my chest, like maybe you'd come back for more. But some hearts only know how to shine when they're not needed anymore. You left before the echo died. I waved and nothing in the light. I stayed too long after the applause, clapping for what we were. I made a home in empty halls. You courted closure. The crowd moved on. The night grew cold. The truth began to show that love can leave without goodbye once it's stolen the show. Maybe I confuse the spotlight for the warmth of someone staying. I don't regret the songs we sang or giving you my best. I just wish you'd love me too, when there was nothing left to impress. I stayed too long after the applause, but I see it clearer now. Love ain't the cheer at the end of a song, it's who helps you take the bow. So I'll leave the lights, I'll free the stage. I know what I deserve. I won't wait here after the applause for someone who won't return. The echo fades, the house goes dark. I take my coat, I breathe. The hardest part ain't being alone, it's knowing when to leave.